The offseason continues with the Chicago Bulls. Yesterday, we seen Josh Giddey become a Chicago Bull, and Alex Caruso become an Oklahoma City Thunder. And now, with a lot of things leading up into the NBA draft, your main man, Zach LaVine, is being reported that my man's might be on his way out. And with Lonzo Ball, he might be on the way out, Cdub. We got a lot to jump into, a lot to talk about. Y'all know we're going to talk about it, but you got to hear the music first.
Cognac. Gang.
Shy Boys Podcast with the Cognac Boys. I'm Cognac Boy Bobby, and today on this live, I am with my dog, Cdub. What's the word, my guy?
What's the word? We got nephew back in his bed. Look like he taking an ID picture.
You feel me? I'm about to get my passport. You hear me? That's exactly how I'm looking right here on this screen. But hey, as the ones that's tuning in, y'all already know Bobby didn't move. Bobby didn't move back into the Midwest and not the South. So it's bussing. But hey, it is what it is. If you tuned in with us today, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. I'm still excited to be back.
Oh, bro.
But I slept through a lot of the things we said yesterday. I'm digesting everything that's going on with the Chicago Bulls and Cdub. We talked about Alex Caruso, Mr. Headband yesterday. I got a quick question. After sleeping on it, how you feeling about the Alex Caruso trade before we get into this Lonzo Ball news?
Nothing's changed. I feel the same way. We got fleeced. I don't give a damn what none of the ESPN broadcasters say. I don't care what Fox have to say. They like it. Oh, the Chicago Bulls didn't lose. They just didn't win the trade. Shut the hell up. It was an awful trade because you didn't get a draft pick, which the Thunder have hanging off of them. They don't even know that they have. So it's a bad trade.
Fair enough. But hey, Cdub is being reported by Darnell Mayberry that Lonzo Ball might be next on his way out. Pretty much saying that it's looking like the end is near for Lonzo Ball. Pretty much saying that the Bulls could either trade Lonzo Ball or look to buy Lonzo Ball out. We seen reports from Adrian Wojnarowski that the reason that the Bulls looked at Josh Giddey in the first place is simply because the Bulls were looking to replace Lonzo Ball finally after 3 damn years. So how you think is this the end for Lonzo Ball? How you reacting to the Lonzo Ball news, and how you thinking about it, Auntie? What's the word?
About time something is happening. You know what I'm saying? We knew they was either going to wait and see if Lonzo Ball can get to anything close to what he used to be, or they was going to try to deal him or get rid of him, buy him out or something like that. If it is true that he's the next up, I'm glad that they doing it early. Don't wait too long to see what you're going to get out of Lonzo Ball. So I'm glad if this is true. I'm glad that because honestly, I'm looking at Jerry. He made some comments recently, and how much AK and Eversley been talking about Lonzo. I kind of thought they was waiting for Lonzo to try to get back to that first half of the season that they got. But if it's true, you gotta do something with Lonzo, bro. You basically, he did nothing for you. You just gave him free money for a couple of years, bro. And he gonna leave here with $50 million of your dollars, and he had to do nothing to get it. Nothing.
Y'all ain't gonna like this, but I don't give a damn. That's why the NFL is better. When it comes to contracts, we're not going to get into which sport is better. That's a whole nother debate for another day. But I will say this. This is why the NFL in contract negotiations are better. Because if a player gets injured for 1 year, You might have one more year on him, and then you can get him off your books. The Chicago Bulls held on to Lonzo Ball for 3 seasons and
Yeah.
are finally talking about getting up off of him. Cdub, I got to give you kudos. You've been pretty consistent with this take for the last 3 years, pretty much saying that, hey, the Bulls might be actually waiting on Lonzo Ball to come back. And I didn't want to believe it because y'all already know where I stood with it. I was like, look, to hell with Lonzo Ball until he comes back. He's a Chicago Bull, so I'm going to rock with him. But until he comes back, I'm not going to get excited. So that's just how it really
Can I
came
ask you
down
a
to for
question?
me, but definitely ask the question.
Wouldn't you want to see Lonzo Ball? Wouldn't you want to see that great story of Lonzo Ball coming all the way back from a surgery that nobody ever heard from? He got dead people cartilage in his knee. He comes back and he's almost the same person he was before he came back, before he got injured. Wouldn't you like to be the team that have that player, to have that story? You act like we finna go to the championship and like you waited 2 years. You can't wait another couple months.
You waited 3 years, but to answer your question, to me, I'm like, to be honest with you, it'd be a hell of a story, bro. It'll
Yeah.
be one hell of a story to see Lonzo Ball go down and be hurt and try surgery after surgery and then go to cartilage transplants and see what's to it and then eventually pop back out and say, I'm ready to show mugs. And I'm all for it. But I can't be mad at the Chicago Bulls finally wanted to do something. But the caveat is what took so long, bro? What took
Matthew,
so long? Because if you just gonna wait to year 4, his last year of his contract, wouldn't you believe that you might as well keep him around to
that's
be a
all I'm
point
saying.
guard off the bench? I'm
That's all I'm
just
saying.
saying, you invested 3 years into this fella. He got 1 year left. Wouldn't it be more feasible or reasonable to just say, hey, we're gonna let you rock out 1 more year and we'll go and determine things next based off of that. That's what it kind of came down to me because the Lonzo Ball situation, since it happened, was a tricky situation. If
Yeah.
I was the GM, I would have been moved off Lonzo Ball years ago. But the problem is that you couldn't because
Why?
you didn't know when he was going to come back.
What do you mean? You know the severity of the injury. The injury is unheard of. If you was going to make a move when you made the disabled player exception, you would have found a way to get this guy off the team. But now that you waited so long, why will you want to trade him now? You might as well wait and see what you got. You spent $50 million on this kid, and he's done nothing but sit on his ass and make podcast episodes. So what?
That's the and I'm with you on that. That's something that you might have to sit there and wait and see. If you was asking me, the Bulls should have been trying to buy him out or get, you know what I'm saying, say, hey, we're gonna go ahead and let you go until you are able to return. And you know what I'm saying? You would have probably had to stretch that contract over a number of years, but you wouldn't have this thought in your mind that Lonzo Ball is coming back. You would have been able to say, hey, we're going to wash our hands with this situation. We're going to move in a different direction. And we're going to see what's next for the Chicago Bulls. But eventually, I mean,
I'm
the fact is you waited too late.
Yeah, and that's why I'm gonna say to this story, this is I just can't believe the Chicago Bulls will wait this long and then try to move him now just because you got a Josh Giddey, a player that you just was benched in the playoffs, like he was just come over here and just totally turn the team around. Maybe he will, but the chances are very less likely. I think the chances of Josh Giddey coming over here and making this a good team over here is less likely than Lonzo Ball coming back and getting back to his usual self.
I'm gonna disagree with that. I think Josh Giddey got a better chance than helping the Bulls improve.
No, we
No,
disagree.
would now
No,
no when we go
better
no,
than what I said
no,
though.
I'm just saying, but I'm saying when if you look at the effect of Josh Giddey and Lonzo Ball, it's gonna be a built tilted in Lonzo Ball's favor because Lonzo Ball had a better roster to work with. Josh Giddey is gonna work with a bunch of young pups, guys that's of just a few years older than him, no all-star appearances and things like that. So it's that is in my opinion, it's gonna obviously favor Lonzo Ball for when he entered the Chicago Bulls than Josh Giddey. But I think right now you can't continue to bank on a Lonzo Ball in his situation, because from the research that we've been providing for the last few years, the only out of all these surgeries, it's only been 2 known cases of players to where they were able to come back. And I think one was a hockey player and the other one was a soccer player.
Yeah.
Not at the tight, not
The
in
twitch
his
movements of basketball
exactly. There you
players and
go.
shit like that.
Appreciate it. It's
Yeah.
not at the same extent of being an NBA player with the moves that you have to do on the court versus skating on the ice rink or running just vertically and maybe sometimes a little bit laterally on a soccer field. It's for me, it's a bit different.
But I don't think they're like banking on Lonzo. This move at the very least to get Giddy is your backup plan if it doesn't come into focus. I'm at my point right now. I don't think that they're trying to get rid of Lonzo Ball until I see it. I'll take it if they do it. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think so. I think this is just a just in case. Is it Josh Giddey? And it's not just a just in case because I think he's going to participate with the team a lot. You know, he's going to get his minutes. But I think this is not a move that's saying that Lonzo Ball is going. I'll just wait till I see it because you had ample opportunity for the last couple years to do it.
Absolutely.
And this would be dumb as fuck to do it now.
I mean, absolutely, but I still think that I'm with you though, because I think the Bulls absolutely did wait too long to make a move like this for a Lonzo Ball. But I still think that it was a bit more difficult. Like if we keeping it a buck, nobody's gonna take on a Lonzo Ball. You know what I'm saying? At least the player per se. If you don't know if he's gonna come back. Now, if you have a team, that say, hey, the Chicago Bulls, you want to go ahead and pay his salary for X amount of years and buy him out, or however it works. The NBA is different from the NFL, and I'm more familiar with the NFL. But if you say in the NBA, we could trade this player and we can just clean him off the books to, accept a bad contract and clean him off the books, some teams probably would have went into that. But I don't think that was the situation for Lonzo Ball. But I'm with you, Cdub, when you say you waited 3 years, you might as well just go ahead and wait one more, right?
And then you know what I'm saying, nephew? It ain't even got to be a whole year, gang. Half a year. See if he will. You ain't a half a year could tell you where he at and what he gonna be. If you don't like what you're seeing, he put up something on tape. He put something on tape. Somebody might want him. I think LA still want him. I've been looking at social media all day. Y'all been crying for Lonzo. If he ain't to where we like him, y'all can have his ass on, bro.
And I feel like that's a good point to have. It's the Lonzo Ball situation is a situation that you can take him in a multitude of ways.
Yeah.
Like there's literally no right or wrong answer with most topics about basketball, but this is one that you just literally don't know where the Bulls can go, because there's really, like, if I'm just for an example, if I'm the Oklahoma City Thunder, I'm not taking on Lonzo Ball if I don't know if he's going to play for me. But if you are a team that's looking to clean some books, maybe have on some extra money for the following year, you might say, I bet we'll take on this contract, whether he play or not. We're cool. We'll wash that out. And then we'll have an additional 20 plus million in salary cap the following season for a free agent period that we anticipate of being better than what we anticipate right now. That's the only way I can see something like that, to where a team was gonna take him. But right now, there is pretty much nobody really gonna take this guy.
He gonna need the first half of the season to audition for us and the rest of the league. It's just simple as that. Ain't nobody just gonna take him right now unless it's some, I don't be doing all that offseason and the contract stuff. I'm about that action, really. I want to see the play on the floor. I know some people more intelligent about that shit than I am. But if you was going to ask me with the knowledge that I have, give him half of a season and see where he at.
I think that's fair, though. Like, me personally, I don't know if there are any buyers for Lonzo Ball right now, because do you really want to invest in that? I mean, everybody knows that he has that 1 year left on his contract, which is this season approaching. But do you want to take him on, or do you want to wait and see? So, Cdub, just to be clear, you pretty much saying that, hey, the Chicago Bulls should keep him around at least until the half of the season, to where they can either trade him or buy him out and just say, hey, we done with him. Is that what you're saying?
Right on the head, 100%, just like that. See where you at. You owe it to yourself. You spent $50 million for nothing. You owe it to yourself first to see if this kid can give you something, because he ain't gave you shit. And you gave him 50 M's.
He gave you 35 games, bro.
That ain't shit. The fuck?
He gave you 35 games, dog.
That ain't shit, gang. You know that ain't
Hey,
shit.
he gave you 35 games. And
Yeah, how was them 35 games? How was them
35 games you had in 3 years?
Yeah, in fucking a decade, being a Bulls fan, that was the best 35 games as a Chicago Bulls. We went to the playoffs in 14. Derrick Rose hit that three-pointer.
We talking about in the last 3 years.
In the last 5 years. Fuck it. In the last 5, bro.
I mean, that's what Lonzo Ball gave you. So just to be clear, like, where you stand on this? Is this the end? Or is you saying, like...
Not yet.
That's what I was going to say, yeah.
Not yet.
Say right now. Is it not yet?
Not yet. Not yet.
Okay, so Lonzo Ball comes out, and let's just say he starts the season. He plays exceptionally well with 20 minutes. You see a re-sign coming out of that?
I don't know.
It gotta
be unbelievable, nephew. You can't re-sign him during the. What you mean during the season?
No, I'm just saying, if he comes out and you say, "Damn, Lonzo Ball had a great 41 games."
Listen, okay. Let me clear it up.
He had a great 41 games.
Let me clear it up.
Even think about re-signing?
Let me clear it up for you. In the case if you gonna re-sign him or you gonna let him go, I think this is the last year of his contract, or he got 2 more. Okay,
this is the last year.
This is the last year. Okay. And you're going to use the first half of the season. You're going to see if he can still play, if he can get back to himself. But if he is at that point something similar to what he used to be, you don't give him an offer to the end of the season. He still got to play out the whole season. You don't give him an offer for then something else can happen or something like that. I don't know. It's tricky, nephew. It's tricky. Tricky.
For me, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm moving off Lonzo Ball regardless.
Okay, that's fair. I understand.
Cdub, if Lonzo Ball comes out in the season, he playing 20, let's just say 20 minutes a game. He's giving you 10, 3, 4 assists, 5 rebounds a game in 20 minutes. And if somebody say, "Hey, what y'all want for Lonzo Ball?" We'll give you a 2nd round pick. 2 seconds. I'm pulling the trigger. Why?
Okay.
Because there is no guarantee. No guarantees with any player or anything in sports, really, because anything can happen on any given play. But if you got an opportunity to recuperate and add on and kind of make up for what you already given up for the last few seasons, you got to pull the trigger. Or if you say, "Hey, we're going to let him play all 82 or as many games he can play out of the 82, and he makes it to the end of the season, and even if the Bulls make the playoffs, I'll holler at you, bro. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your service."
And I respect that. I respect that from you and most of the chat. They agreeing with you. But y'all got to admit to me right now, y'all going to be pretty fucking salty if he averaging close to what he was before he got injured. You going to be pretty fucking mad the next season. Tell the truth.
What if Lonzo Ball comes out and start putting up starter numbers? Is what you're saying?
On another team, when y'all get rid of him, somebody come make an offer. We take that offer. He go to the other team and he flourishes. Are you gonna be mad? We got the bird rights right now, not on paper, not physically enough. We got bird rights because he feel like he owe us, because he definitely owe us. So if you let him go, don't get salty. That's all I want to say. Don't get salty if he close to what he is, because Lonzo Ball ain't the greatest scorer. He ain't the greatest offensive player. But when you put that whole package together, where we remember, he's impactful. It's impactful than most players in this league. So don't get salty. I accept it because he been gone for 2 years. I accept it. But I'm going to be salty as fuck if he go to another team and he put up that shit. Baki, stop lying.
No, I ain't gonna lie to you. If he coming off the bench and he putting up decent numbers to the point to where you can trade him, I wouldn't be salty because he was a bench player. I know how the Bulls think. The Bulls do anything The Bulls do whatever, and sometimes we just be like, "What? What are we doing?" But if the Bulls, if I was in charge of the Bulls, he'd be coming off the bench because you just couldn't trust him to play heavy minutes, and you would try to build him up to where he could eventually play those heavy minutes. I'll be
If you
okay.
if you auditioning Lonzo, if he get the full go ahead and you could just do everything, you 100% ready. You gotta play him as much minutes as you can. You auditioning this kid. Ain't no 20 minutes. You gotta put that kid out there, nephew.
I mean, but when you start the season, you ain't giving him much. You're not
Okay,
giving him
yes,
much.
yes, yes. But it's gonna eventually, couple weeks, work that up 25 minutes. And then he's still here. He's not injured yet. 30 minutes. You gotta raise that up. He's auditioning. That's the point. When you want somebody to buy something from you, you gotta show it off. So you gotta put him on the court as long as you can.
Hell no. Hell no. You don't put that Toyota on the road for 10 hours straight. You gonna put that bitch on for 4. You ain't doing 10. I just did a road trip, goddamn. You ain't putting that car on for 8 hours straight. You going on that bit for 4. You gonna have 2-3 stops in between the 4.
This
Ain't
man
no
crazy.
way. Ain't no way. That's just
Yeah.
how I'm looking at it. I mean, but just to end it all, man, look, Cdub, I think that the end is nearing because I just think that regardless if he comes back or not, you cannot hitch your wagon to Lonzo Ball anymore.
I
That
understand.
ship has sailed. His career he has been plagued with injury after injury and major surgery after major surgery. So if you find a bozo or a thirsty team, maybe the Detroit Pistons, I don't know, you get off of them. And you
I'm
get a
with you.
player in return with a better health history. You get
I'm,
you might not get the same playmaking ability as Alonzo Ball, maybe not even the same 3-point shooting as Alonzo Ball. But if you can get a solid role player who can kind of fill in his way and give you the same production or close to it as Alonzo Ball, you make the move.
yeah. I can't be mad at y'all because I understand where y'all at. But I'm trying to show some patience, and usually I ain't the patient guy.
I think that's the biggest thing, though.
What?
To be honest,
What?
you gotta show patience because this shit ain't over.
What? Y'all
Bet
not
not be over.
showing? Shut the hell up, nephew, because you ain't showing patience.
With who? I'm
With
just talking about.
Lonzo.
I'm talking about the whole team. Huh?
Oh,
Like,
okay. But
for
we
certain
talking about
players-
Lonzo. And you
For
gonna talk about I'm showing patience.
For certain players, you be like, all right, I'm gonna just wait. That's why me personally, I got this much left for P. Will. But anybody else, other
Leave
than
P. Will.
Kobe
Anyway.
White and Ayodo Sumu,
P. Will got to get
we
back
opening
in.
the books and the phone line is open.
P. Will got to play in Chicago next year.
What?
I don't give a fuck.
Who?
P. Will.
Oh, because I was just gonna say, look, it is what it is when it comes to the Lonzo Ball or any other bull for the Chicago Bulls. We trying to make moves. So you already know what it was back in the day. Who's this on that birthday line? It's Lonzo. It's Lonzo.
Lonzo.
And Lonzo, what's your zodiac sign? I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn.
He been old enough to remember that
Lonzo.
shit.
You get out of here. Go, Lonzo. You get out of here. Go, Lonzo. You got to get out of here.
Stop playing with Lonzo like that, gang.
Like
Hey,
I
man.
said, only
It
two
might be
players-
coming to an end of the road, bro. It might
Only
be coming
two
to the end
players
of
I
the road.
got patience for the Chicago Bulls is Kobe White and Ayodo Sumu, bro. That's it.
Come on,
Literally.
Dalen Terry, gang. Julian Phillips.
Not to the same level as those two players
But
I
you
mentioned.
got a little patience for them.
I have some patience with them, but not as much as Kobe White and Ayodo Sumu.
Because they proved themselves. These kids, Dalen Terry and Julian Phillips, ain't really had the chance to prove themselves.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
That's why you got to think about those decisions. For sure. And me personally, I don't think they got a great market, to be honest with you. They don't.
They don't.
So they will be sticking around in my evaluation.
Patrick
Williams?
He do.
Yeah,
I seen about 7, 8 teams. Back the fuck up.
That's why I say you gotta hang on to him, bro. I don't know if you can get him for. I don't know if you re-sign.
How much
Patrick
you think
Williams.
we could get him? I think we could get him for about 50.
Hey, if
16.
If you can get P.
16 a year
on a Kobe White or Ayodo Sumu type
it's
deal,
gonna take a little bit more. I think it's gonna take a little bit more now.
agreed.
Yeah,
because these guys making about what, $7 million per.
I
give or
think
take.
Kobe making like
Kobe definitely
10.
making 7. I
I think
think
he making 7 or is
I
it
think
like
he signed
10?
3-year 21. No, Io signed 3-year 21 mil.
21,
Kobe White making 10 million a year.
10 million a year. I think Patrick got to get
He
15,
will.
16.
You might have to take this 12 million a year.
He
14.
ain't taking no 12. He will ain't taking
I'm just
12.
saying.
His grandma smacked the shit out of him. He take 12, bro.
I'm just saying. I'm
Bro,
just
that man,
saying.
he gets 16, gang. We going to have to bite the bullet and give him 16, 17. I
That's
ain't
fair.
mad at
I ain't
18.
gonna lie. That's you might have to do that.
You got to do it, bro. Because you know for a fact that Patrick Williams is good. He just get hurt every other year. He play a full season, then he get hurt the next year. That's what he does.
Fair enough. Man, it's crazy with this Lonzo Ball talk, but Cdub is crazy about this Zach LaVine talk as well. On to the next topic, my guy.
Yeah.
Zach LaVine has been thrown around for the last year, since the start of the last season, and then coming up, not even a whole year, almost a whole year though. We heard that Zach LaVine demanded a trade. We heard that his trade market is not so great. Now the offseason is here. Teams want to go ahead and retool, do some more things, and get things together. So now you're hearing that Zach LaVine trade market is rising. You can use a scorer like Zach LaVine on your team. I'm just saying he's not one of the top guys in the league, but he's definitely serviceable and can go ahead and get you 30 on any given night. So it's being reported that Zach LaVine, the Kings are very, very interested in Zach LaVine, looking at a Kevin Huerter, looking at a Harrison Barnes, and maybe a pick that's involved in that. Reported that a third team might get involved in that. How you looking at this Zach LaVine news, though?
Hey, man, it's about time. This had to happen, bro. So let's get it done quick as possible, bro. Quick and painless as possible. Zach LaVine wanted to leave. Get him out of here. It's the perfect time to get him out of here. Just I hope. I don't have any faith in this front office, especially after that Giddy deal. But get us the best deal, man. Help us get something to help us this season and the future, man. Come on. Y'all can do it. It's the job of the front office. It's your job, GM. It's your job, executive personnel. You are supposed to make your team better, not OKC better, not any team that you're going to trade with Zach better. It's to make us better. Think about us, not the team that you're trading with. Please.
Facts. And I think that's what it comes down to me. I think that this is the move you absolutely have to get draft picks back.
Yes.
I felt like the Alex Caruso move, you had to get picks back. I'm not mad at the move for Josh Giddey. I'm just saying, damn, Sam Presti, you got 10,000 draft picks. You couldn't give us one.
Finesse.
You couldn't give us one. That's all I'm saying, y'all. Ain't nobody saying that the move is a bad move. The move is just what it is. We couldn't get a pick, especially a few weeks ago after saying that there's multiple teams offering several or multiple, the word multiple, first-round picks for Alex Caruso. We couldn't get that for Josh Giddey as well. Bro. The Oklahoma City Thunder had all the leverage in this discussion when they knew that they want to get rid of Josh Giddey. I don't know. It's a bit shaky for me. But when you talk about Zach LaVine, I think that one of the best deals that you can get is from Sacramento. Now, what is their draft looking like? It's a bit, to be honest with y'all, I don't know. But I do know this. You gotta get something back for this player.
You
gotta get a pick back for this player. Like if you go out and you get two players and you just saying you trading them straight up, I'm like, bro, what are we doing? Are we not I would start asking this question, Cdub, if the Bulls trade Zach LaVine and gets no draft picks back.
Oh.
I'm gonna ask this question, Cdub. If the Bulls trade Zach LaVine and gets no picks back, I'm asking the front office this. What the fuck? you don't trust yourself drafting players now? To me, that shows you're not competent of being a GM. You're not competent of being a executive personnel of basketball, executive vice president of basketball operations. That's going to be my next question. Because my thing is, you shouldn't be backing away from draft picks. You should be happy to get some more. I understand that you want to go ahead and you want to get players in here to keep the team young, and you want to get some good players. Josh Giddey is a good player. Let's keep it a bean. But if you start trading away some of your veterans, you gotta get some capital back, because all these players that's going to be involved in these trades, some of them might not even be on the team next year.
Yep.
So you gotta do something and take a few bites at the apple to see if you can draft the next big thing, because it's too many good young players around this league, and the Chicago Bulls, as one of the best basketball markets, sports markets in the nation, our front office treat us like we from fucking Charlotte, like we from fucking New Orleans.
Yeah, bro, nephew.
They treat us like we a small market team, bro. This ownership treats us like we a small market team, and that's false.
You know what I don't like, nephew, with this offseason, and I'm starting to get that vibe. Chicago always been a gangster city. I'm just saying that, but I don't promote violence, and it's just gangster the way we go about our business and all facts of life. You always can tell a Chicago person in any facet. It could be teaching, rapper, anything. It's kind of like getting us a bad reputation. Like, how we going into these negotiations and we getting treated like this? Like our notoriety is they not living up to what Chicago is, the front office at the Chicago Bulls, bro. Because this kind of embarrassing, bro. I don't think y'all feel it. Y'all steady saying, like, it's okay. I like the trade with Giddey. I hate to keep going back to Giddey.
Why you making a voice like that, though? I don't sound like that.
That ain't you, nephew. That ain't you, nephew.
I don't sound like
that,
bro.
But I'm just saying, it's really poor, bro. These guys got 17 draft picks that they can't even use all of them. They got them before like 2027 or something like that. And you couldn't pry one pick for Alex Caruso, bro? The month's heralded all over the league, Alex Caruso, is really, really bad. It makes us look sorry. It makes Chicago, that ain't us, bro. You go in that negotiation, bro, we gonna need this, bro. You know, Alex Caruso gonna put y'all over the top. Y'all remember Golden State when they picked up Iggy? That's like, I kind of draw the comparison to that. When they picked up Iggy, they took them to the championship. Now, you pick up Alex Caruso, that's going to push them to a different level. Like, they wanted Alex Caruso, and y'all didn't know Josh Giddey. They went up to Josh Giddey and asked him, could you come off the bench for us next year?
Yes.
And he basically said, trade me, in so many words. Like, fuck no. So they had to get rid of him. They had to. So you had some leverage. I don't understand how you don't get a pick. That is the most. I don't want people to just blow this to the side like that, bro. That's really bad. It's really bad, bro.
I'm with you.
But when it comes to Zach, he gotta go, bro. Let's just get this shit over with, nephew. He gotta just get this fucking saga over with. It's been going on for a calendar year. Let's get it over with. With rumors stretching all the way 2-3 years down the line. Let's get this shit over.
I'm with you on that. Regarding the Zach LaVine thing, I think that you just gotta. Is enough is enough. I mean, you paid him. He deserved that money. Let's be clear, y'all. He deserved that money. The year before he got paid, he hooped his ass off.
Yes.
He was like 5th or 6th in the league. I think it was DeMar 5th. Zach LaVine was 6 or 7 when it came to points per game, and his numbers were decent. I believe he was doing like 25 or 26, 5 and 5, and that was solid, and he was hooping. Injuries plagued that year, but for the most part, when he was on the court, he was highly productive. But I think that right now, once this type of guy acts out, you got to get him out of here, especially because the Bulls have been stuck in mud for the last 2 seasons. The Bulls have been stuck in mud in the last 2 seasons. And to your other point, Cdub, I wanna chime in on your first point when you talk about the GMs and stuff like that. In my mind, what separates good GMs from bad GMs, or when you insert yourself to being that elite GM, you know when to move off players. You just know. Like we can point to a GM that's in Chicago, Ryan Poles, Chase Claypool. This shit ain't working, bro.
Yep.
This shit ain't working. You came in the middle of the season. We let you play it out. We gave you a mini camp, training camp, off-season workout. Boom. The first few weeks, it still ain't working. Let's get your ass up out of here.
Yep.
Roquan Smith, a superstar. You know what I'm saying? Still one of the best linebackers in the NFL. It's not working here for Chicago. Your attitude is bad. It's not conducive to what we're trying to do when it comes to winning. Your attitude is horrible. We're going to get your ass up out of here.
Oh, bro.
AK, Mark Eversley, they sat on their hands for the last 3 seasons. Can they right their wrongs? Absolutely. But the only way they right their wrongs is if we get a playoff berth with a playoff win. Because if you go into this year, let's say you make the playoffs and you just win one playoff game again, a dumbass. We're in the same spot.
Yep.
We're in the same spot. Yep. So to your other point, when it comes to the GMs, the Bulls GMs, they need to go holler at Ryan Poles, or they need to call in some consultants from some winning organizations or something who is able to provide something for you. Because if you're looking at the Boston Celtics, these months had a good team already. What Brad Stevens do, Cdub? Go get Drew Holiday, go get Kristaps Porzingis, and now you're hosting trophy.
Yep.
What are we doing, Chicago Bulls? Get you somebody that's in the building that know how to make moves and that's not afraid to say, hey, this guy ain't working. His value is at his value is at an all-time high. It's time to move on so we can continue to push this thing forward. Because the Bulls been stuck in the same spot for the last few years, bro.
And I go as far as this, bro. Like, I think it's a fireable offense with that last trade. Me personally, they totally lost me, nephew. But there's no way to, when you say to remedy this, they got to get past this draft and this offseason first before they even think about getting to the playoffs.
Yeah.
If they fuck up, they can fuck up this offseason. Like, I think they already started off on the wrong foot. They can fuck up the draft as well. Stay away from Rob Dillingham. We already have Kobe White. I seen some mock draft of getting Rob from Kentucky. It's not a good idea. I think he's a Kobe White. We don't want to
Rob Dillingham.
Yes, I don't.
I thought he was a Dollar General Tyrese Maxey.
Nah, he Kobe White.
Dollar General.
Kobe White to me, he Kobe White to me.
He got an offensive bag, but I did have questions when it came to his size. You 6'1". You 6'1". And your game is predicated on driving to the basket. That shit ain't gonna fly in the NBA.
Yeah. So
anyway.
they could ruin a lot of shit, nephew, before we get to trying to get to the playoffs. So this is a very, very important season for them two guys up there. Mark Eversley been trying to leave for the longest anyway.
Bro.
He been taking job interviews like he know when it's time to get the fuck out. AK as he just keeps sitting up there. We gonna be competitive. I'm gonna make changes. Dude, this do or die. Jerry, you can't ignore this after this season, bro. You got to do something, gang. You got to.
On me. That it's just really, really crazy when you think about it all, because these guys has really been mid. A hell of a start to their tenure. It's got a little choppy, and we was like, what are we doing?
It's been more choppy than the start that we had. The start was good. You get
Start was great.
You get Vooch. You pick up all those other players, DeMar and
Start was great.
And Lonzo. It was good.
Didn't work out.
But it's been 3 years of bullshit. Years of bullshit, gang.
Facts.
So,
hey, that man Baki said, I ain't got no patience. Get him out of here.
That's my guy, Baki.
I ain't mad at you, gang. I'm not mad at you.
I'm not finna argue with people because I understand why they feel that way, bro.
Facts. My man's King Ed said Lonzo hasn't played basketball in years. It's going to take a lot of time to get back to NBA basketball type level. And I agree with you.
How long? What's a long time, though, to you, nephew?
Lonzo Ball not going to be right until about the first 30 games.
Okay. I thought you was gonna go like far as
A
like
year?
January or
No,
February
I
or
don't
some
think
shit
it's
like
gonna
that. I
take
ain't
that
gonna take
long. The
that
man
long.
been playing basketball his whole life.
Yeah,
It shouldn't take that long. And even in those 30 games, you can expect that he's gonna have some pretty good games. You're not
yeah.
gonna say it's just gonna be really, really up and down until he gets his wind, until he gets the rhythm and starts to come in his own. So you gotta at least give him 25,
I
30
think,
games first.
and I think that's a lot though, because when you think about Lonzo's game, he's a spot up shooter, correct?
Yeah.
He plays defense and he passes,
So
which is
that's
his
that's
greatest
some
gift.
things you can carry. But the question is will he still be that effective defensively? Because now
That's
you
a good
got
question.
questions with his
That's
lateral
the
movement.
that's where the 30 games come in. Well, it maybe not even that many, because if you can't stay in front of people, you can't be on the floor. So
Y'all
maybe
know
not that many.
Cdub, you know what time it is. It's time for Nikola Vucevic to catch a stray. I don't give a damn. Lonzo Ball can come in and play game one better defense than Nikola
No,
Vucevic.
that's that ain't
Game
saying
one.
much. That ain't saying much.
The
When
man
does
could have
Boots
played
play
better
defense?
defense on one of them little scooters that you ride on when you had leg surgery. Come on, man. Yes, Nikola Vucevic catches a stray every show from Bobby.
Until
I
y'all
don't care.
trade his
I'm
ass.
sick of
Until you
him.
trade him. Fuck.
That man R-Dub said keep the new picks, but if I'm drafting TSJ, I'm looking at one of them in a trade package or new players is what he's saying.
I fuck with that.
Y'all think Bateem be off the team though? I think you still got to give him a
He'd
chance
be on the team. I think you
because
get
he
a
still got
two-way.
a lot of Bateem still got things that you can work with. He
Yeah.
has size. He's a 3-point shooter, not so good defensively.
Not so good.
But he can do a few things offensively that you probably can lean on him when it comes to a certain game is if he decides to slow the hell down. I think you just got to get the feel of the NBA game. We know he can hoop in the G League and overseas. The
That's where you're
NBA game
going.
is different.
That's where you're going, nephew. You're going to the G League. Let's keep it a buck. He going to the G League. Him and Sonogu. Hell, what are you talking about?
That man Baki said I'll trade Zach LaVine for government cheese. Boy, that shit don't even melt when you put it on the
Baki,
board.
what about the team, though, Baki? Can we get some assets for Zach? Damn, y'all just want to give him away.
Government cheese don't even melt when you put it on top of a burger that's still cooking.
This young man tweaking right now. He don't know nothing about government cheese.
Nobody want no damn government cheese, guys.
But what?
Grilled
Grilled cheese?
Take an hour and a half.
They don't take an hour and a half to make no grilled cheese with government cheese, bro. What the?
That should take a solid minute to start melting.
Bro? It takes the same amount of time, bro.
Nah, man, that's a bit different. You can't even put that government cheese in a microwave. That shit flammable. That shit flammable. Ain't no way.
Hell no.
Man, look. Shay said, in all fairness, we might get to drive capital up for Zach LaVine.
That's what it's looking like. But that's just reports and stuff. But we'll see. We'll see.
Hey, Q. Don't even do it, brother.
Don't play with me,
Don't
Q.
even do it, bruh.
Don't you bring that little cone over here.
Zach for Chris Paul.
Don't you bring that cone over here, bro. I don't give a damn if he buddies with Kobe White. He is a cone, bro. He's a cone. Pat Bev said that motherfucker a cone.
He a walking cast. I don't care what Pat Bev said. His ass is bound to get hurt. That's it.
The one, my boy. What up? Better tell him about that government cheese.
My man Rose said, Rose Ball, you Lonzo Ball people? No, I'm just playing. He said we getting bitched around the league in these trade negotiations.
Yeah,
facts.
See, that's a young man that gets it. Oh, bro, he gets it. We getting fucking treated out here in the NBA, bro.
Ed said, I just want Zach to be on another team so we can start this youth movement because we already know what Zach is in the NBA.
Absolutely. Perfect comment.
R-Dub said, if I'm GM, I say, dang, OKC had 9 first-round picks and come off 0. You getting 2 picks from me.
Negative 2 picks.
Negative 2 picks. Funny.
Bro.
Man, it's just crazy. But
why is everybody talking about getting attached to LaVine trade? Is this something that don't play with me, bro?
Oh, yeah, that was a statement.
Don't play with me right now, bro.
I'm not attaching Ayo to shit.
Don't play with Ayo.
I got a trade for you that was posted that could have been something that was placed out there before we go ahead and get up out of here.
What up?
They said Zach LaVine, Ayodo Sumu for John Collins, Jordan Clarkson in the 10th overall pick of this year's draft. I said,
Hey.
hell no. What do you say?
I say hell to the fuck no. Did you hear me?
Yeah.
No.
What else you want me to
What
say?
the fuck?
What else you want me to say?
Man, AK, bro. Bro, I can't wait till I go to the United Center for a game, bro. I'm starting
Now
Chance.
the one. I know damn well you ain't never said government cheese the best cheese you ever had.
It is the best cheese, gang. What is wrong with you?
Because it's cheap.
Yo, it just lay right on your bread, bro. It melt decently. Whatever you have. When your mama make that baked macaroni, boy, what you think she used, Nero?
Not government cheese. She
Government
use
cheese.
Velveeta.
I'm talking about Velveeta.
She do use Velveeta. I sat there and watched. Velveeta. Not the Joe Biden package.
Oh, hell no. He said not the Joe Biden package. Somebody said something about Mitchell Robinson. I'm straight on Mitchell Robinson. He more injured than Zach is.
What y'all think about Mitchell Robinson being available? Should we try to get him? No. That's bro. If I'm the Bulls, I don't want no injury plagued players.
Nah.
I don't want Mitchell Robinson. I don't want shit. I can't even think of other names right now. But Mitchell Robinson.
Nick Claxton, though. Nick Claxton, he's available.
That's somebody you entertain. He's relatively healthy. He's improved. But you don't want a fucking Mitchell Robinson.
Nah.
Mitchell Robinson is not a bad basketball player. Let's keep it a buck.
Look who
but he's not on the floor.
Who took his spot? Look who took his spot.
Isaiah Hartenstein, who we thought all was white until he said he was black. We thought he was white. He black.
He talking about Donovan Mitchell. I you know I don't like Donovan Mitchell if y'all know me. He'll
Josh
be okay.
Giddey and
He's
Donovan
good.
Mitchell.
He all right.
Josh Giddey, Donovan Mitchell.
Then they traded. Look. Now you like it now. Oh, is you talking about Donovan Mitchell for Zach LaVine? Is that what they trying to do?
Oh, I don't know. That ain't happening though. I think Donovan Mitchell got his thumb right on the Cavs organization, and he gonna get whatever he want.
I think
he ain't
so
going
too.
nowhere.
I think he stay there. If anybody goes somewhere, Garland
he about
goes
to
somewhere.
get Darius. He about to get Darius Garland up out of there.
He definitely finna get Garland up.
He said this ain't gonna work. He said I can't score 40 with sharing the ball with dude. Okay. That's exactly how you looking at it. And I think it'll be a bad decision. Me personally, I would have traded Donovan Mitchell the moment I had a chance.
Bro, I never want Donovan Mitchell on my team, ever.
You know the Knicks thirsty. I would have been traded in.
Donovan Mitchell is the fakest superstar in the NBA, to me.
Fakest?
Fakest. He think he a superstar already. He ain't did nothing. You think Donovan Mitchell a superstar?
No.
When I say superstar, Luka Doncic.
No.
Okay, you know already.
It's levels to this shit.
The level to this shit. He think
he's
he's
a star.
there.
He's a star.
He think
not
he's
a
there.
superstar.
He a star. He all star. But he think he one of them.
It's levels to this.
He not one of them.
It's levels to this. That's all I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
For real. 3 years, no move. Please keep that topic. You already know, R-Dub, we looking at that.
Oh, bro.
The last time I believe the Bulls traded a player for a player was when they it was something on Twitter.
2021, August.
Yeah, when they traded Lowry Marketing.
Yeah.
And they got back a bad package then, Cdub.
What they get for Lowry, bro?
I don't remember, but yeah, it wasn't that good.
Bro, we ain't got no good history though with trades ever.
Yeah.
Remember Boozer?
Oh, here's the trade. In August 2021, the Chicago Bulls traded Lowry Marketing to the Cavs for Derrick Jones Jr. And a 2022 first-round draft pick.
Wait, who we drafted 2022? Was that Dalen? No, that's not
that's
Dalen.
P. Will.
No, that's not P. Will.
Can't be P. Will.
Is
that Dalen?
That's Dalen.
Jalen, when you could have
I,
had Walker. You could
yeah,
have had Walker.
I fuck with Dalen though.
I
I fuck
love
with
Dalen
Dalen.
though.
I
I ain't
like
gonna
his
lie to
hard
you.
work ethic. I like his hard work ethic.
Hey, that 3-point shot looking crispy. Let's get
It
it
looking
right.
better, but shit, Ben
You got to do
Simmons'
it in the game.
3-point shot look crispy on the offseason.
At least Dalen Terry took attempts.
You
Ben
know what I'm
Simmons looked
saying?
at it and said, "Nah, here you go, Cdub. Nah, here you go, Brody.
Nah.
Nah." He was like, "I thought about it. I got your ass." But hey, well, that's it from us, y'all. We've been here rocking and rolling, talking about the Bulls news and they nonsense and going crazy. Cdub, you got anything left, Brody?
Yeah, y'all rocking with these live episodes. Y'all let us know in the chat, man. Let us know in the comments. We gonna bring more of these to y'all, bro. We appreciate y'all. Y'all the best in the world. Y'all already know that.
Y'all see, I ain't having no issues with the camera today. It's busting. We on to some new and better things. We had to upgrade and keep on moving. Hey, my camera was working for 2.5 years. That bitch went down. So we had to upgrade it and do what it do. Shout out to my family. Shout out to my people that's in this Bulls Nation thing, chopping it up, whether we agree or disagree. Everybody got their opinions. Y'all keep rocking it out. Let's talk Bulls. My boy Hayes, Pat Designer, Steve-O, Big Kev, all the family. And the most important thing, you guys that's in the chat, before y'all get up out of here, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Tune in, keep rocking out. The off season will continue, and we gonna keep coming with it. Your boy ain't got the whole setup rocking, but I got enough so I can jump on this bitch and record and say my thoughts.
Bro.
It's busting.
AK, I ain't gonna
Ain't talking
forget
about
this.
C-Dub's hair.
Chair, nigga. That's Steely. That's Steely.
It do say chair. I thought they said hair.
Yeah, y'all be easy. Be safe out there. Enjoy the weather, man. AK, I'll never forget this. I hate you. Come on.
But hey, that's it from us, y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe before y'all go. And we're going to see y'all tomorrow with another daily episode. Peace out, y'all.